All right, like, click, subscribe, do all that. Happy Thanksgiving. We got the special, and apparently 41 happens to be the number of the day. I'll explain that later. Houston, Texas, taking on Detroit Lions. Hey, you already know. Deshaun Watson, 17 of 25, 318 yards, 4 TDs. Duke Johnson, 37 yards. Will Fuller, 171 yards and 2 TDs. Will Fuller been going off. Matt Stafford, 28 of 42, 295 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Adrian Peterson, 55 yards and 2 TDs. TJ Hawkinson, 89 yards, giving business. And that's how we started off. Adrian Peterson getting the first TD of the game. Touchdown, Lions. Now this is where it started going downhill early. Look at this. J.J. Watt picks off Matt Stafford. Pick 6 for J.J. You already knew what time it was. Touchdown, Texans. Tie game. They had got the ball back, but then Detroit had fumbled like twice. They couldn't hold on to the balls. Of course, it was not Adrian Peterson fumbling. It was substitutes. Now, C.J. Prosise did have a fumble earlier, but he makes up for it right here. Dips in. Touchdown, Texans. And then you already knew what time it was. It was time for Adrian Peterson to quote-unquote save that day. Once again, touchdown, Lions, Adrian Peterson. And the key word here was attempt to save the day because a long bump to a running back named Duke Johnson giving business, and they take the lead again. Touchdown, Texans. As you can see, he scored a couple field goals here, field goals there, then all of a sudden Deshaun Watson in the fourth launches into Will Fuller. You know what time it was when it came to that. Touchdown, Texans. And they take, I think they went for a 2 here and went in there. And they take a 17-point lead. They tried to do it on 4th and 1, but it was not to be. As you can hear people in the background say, no, get off the field. Lions did not get it on 4th and 1. And then Will Fuller once again sacrificed their soul. There was nobody over there for that. Another touchdown for Will Fuller. Houston blowing them out the water. And then Matt Stafford gets his last TD pass to Mohamed Sanu. I couldn't even remember what team he was on. I was like, hey, welcome back. But anyway, bottom line here is they get a 2-point conversion. But as you can see, the score was 41-25. Houston, Texas laid a smackdown. Remember, I said 41. That's the number of the day. So keep that in mind. But like I said, Detroit embarrassed themselves when they played against the Panthers last week, and technically they embarrassed themselves the first quarter. It was crazy. But speaking of embarrassing, we have the ultimate and NFC East goofiness. You already knew what time it was. This is what they do on Thanksgiving. The Washington football team. I told them I was going to say that. I say DC squad. Taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And here we go with this. Even though Smith just got sacked, he was 9 of 26, 149 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Antonio Gibson, player of the day, easily 115 yards and 3 TDs. Terry McLaurin, 92 yards. Andy Dalton, 25 of 35, 215 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Ezekiel Elliott only had 33 yards that day. Amari Cooper, 112 yards and a TD. Yeah, the beef was real because it's division. So let's take a look at some Antonio Gibson greatness right here. Rookie sensation, TD, going up 7-3, touchdown, DC squad. You thought the Cowboys going to settle for that? Look at Andy Dalton launching it in the air to Amari Cooper. And he goes in for the score, touchdown, Cowboys, 10-7. Oh, and Alex Smith, he was like, oh, Logan Thomas, you think you're going to forget about me? No, you will not. There we go. Touchdown, DC squad, 17-10. I just got to play this pick real quick because this was crazy. I was like, Alex Smith, really? But then, like, he gets picked up. But look at Terry McLaurin chase him down. I'm like, wow, that's what I'm talking about, offensive tackling. That's pretty cool. Because if he didn't, this game would have been tied at 20. They ended up having to go for a field goal throughout all that, 16-20. Now, I need help from you people. I need help from the world, honestly, because after the game, McCarthy said this was a solid play. Now, keep in mind, I want you to look at this. They're only down by 4 points. It's 4th and 10. They have 12 minutes and 21 seconds, right? Only 4 points. Now, you think to yourself, they're back at their own 24-yard line. They're just going to punt it away. Watch what happens here. I want you to just watch. Explain to me, what is this? What is this? First, you're running back from your own 10 to try to catch up. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, yo. Why? What is this? Delusional Dallas stuff. Like, what is this? Oh, and by the way, Antonio Gibson on the second one about to wave y'all off. He's like, get out of here. You already know what time it is. 27-16, touchdown, DC squad. And then to put a little bit of English on it, at 3 minutes and 35 seconds, there's that boy, Antonio Gibson again, launching himself into the end zone. Touchdown, DC squad, 34-16, treating the Dallas Cowboys like trash. Yeah, Jerry Jones, you see it. And then things don't get any better for Andy Dalton here, because Montez Sweat, of all people, comes through and picks it off for a pick 6. And like I said, the number of the day, it was what? 41-16. Like I said, magic number of the day. We recorded a college game where there was no wins there, and that was a 41-27 game. But it was all during Thanksgiving, so it was crazy. But 41-16. DC squad punished you twice this year. They punished you early 25-3, and now 41-16. Dallas, you can't even beat a team that don't have a damn name. And this is the first time Dallas has swept the Cowboys in a series since 2012. They've done it 8 years ago, and they're doing it again. And guess what this also does? It also puts the football team back on top of the division at 4-7. Andy Dalton, what the heck are you doing out there? Looking like trash? Well, your whole team look like trash, but that's even here nor there. This is what is represented by the NFC East goofiness. The football team was on top early in the season, and now they're back on top again.